Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Stanley Hotel, its relationship to the Stephen King's novel from 1977, and the Shining tour that they offer today. Now, the hotel offers two tours. One is the Shining tour, which I took and I'm going to tell you about. The other is a historical tour. I didn't go on that one, but I heard rave reviews about it, so I think it's worth checking out. The Stanley Hotel opened in 1909. It was built by Freeland Oscar Stanley, the inventor of the Stanley Motor Carriage Company, and his wife Flora. The original hotel was comprised of 48 rooms. But by the 1970s, the hotel had fallen into disrepair, and this is basically when Stephen King, his wife Tabitha, and their young son came to visit, in 1974 to be exact. Now, according to legend, Stephen King fell off the wagon while at the hotel, and that's partly what inspired the novel. Of course, in the book, the Stanley Hotel became the Overlook Hotel. Warning, at the start of the Shining tour, they tell guests that Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation from 1980 was not filmed there. I repeat, it was not filmed there. So the hotel doesn't really actually resemble anything from the movie. Apparently this pisses off a lot of people, according to the guide, and they just walk off without even taking the tour. However, the TV miniseries from 1997 and Jim Carrey's Dumb and Dumber from 1994 were filmed at the Stanley Hotel. The exterior shots of the Overlook Hotel from The Shining were filmed at the Timberline Lodge in Oregon. That hotel is still open as well, and you can visit it. The interior shots were all filmed at Elstree Studios in England on sound stages. However, the interiors were inspired by the Ahwahnee Hotel, which you can visit at Yosemite National Park. Now, despite not having filmed at the Stanley Hotel, they have all kinds of Shining memorabilia everywhere, including at the gift shop. They also added a hedge maze to the front of the hotel, although it's not quite as grandiose as what you see in the movie. Still, it's cute. And if you want to have a drink from a real bartender, not a ghostly one, you can stop in at the hotel's bar, which is called the Whiskey Bar and Lounge. While we were waiting to take our tour, I stopped in for a hot toddy. Now, according to legend, it was the real-life bartender at the Stanley Hotel at the time who filled Stephen King's ear with all the ghostly stories. Now let's talk about the infamous Room 217. In the movie, it was changed to Room 237 because the Stanley Hotel was concerned that after seeing the movie, no one would want to stay there. Of course, the opposite happened. Room 217 is the presidential suite and was built for Teddy Roosevelt. According to legend, it was the only room available for Stephen King during his stay, as the hotel was about to shut down for the winter season. You don't actually get to see Room 217, and that's because, as I just stated, it's always booked. Locals like to tell a story about Jim Carrey, and while they were filming Dumb and Dumber at the hotel, he spent 3 hours in Room 217 before running out of the room screaming. He did not go back in. And apparently, whenever they weren't filming inside the hotel, he would run out of the hotel and stay outside. Room 217 isn't the only spooky room at the Stanley Hotel. Rooms 401, 407, and 428 also have spooky reputations, and you can book them too. Now, on the tour, you will see the MacGregor Ballroom, which is still used to this day for banquets and receptions. And if you look overhead, you'll see 1912 Tiffany chandeliers, which the guide said are priceless. Next, you'll be led outside right next door to the Caretaker's house. The original Caretaker family was the Lambourne family. And this house is actually really nice. It's got big, spacious rooms, big bathrooms. Hey, I'll take it. There's even a dedication to the Lambourne family's dog, Beavis, who died at age 21. Now, the hotel supposedly spent $2 million to renovate the Caretaker's house, and you're probably wondering why. Well, as soon as you ascend the stairs, you find out why. You're going to enter a replica of Room 237, as seen in Stanley Kubrick's movie. But what's even more impressive, in my opinion, is the reconstruction of the bathroom. It looks pretty faithful to the film, and I imagine this is where most people are gonna wanna take pictures for social media. Now, in this fake room 237 is the coup de grace. Inside a safe, they have a prop axe from the movie. It's something like axe number 3 from the Hedge Maze scene. And once you've seen the axe, that pretty much completes the tour, which is very short. So, is the Stanley Hotel actually haunted? Well, they don't tell you definitively on the tour, but you have to remember that Stephen King was battling his demons during his visit. As for Jim Carrey, he's made millions of dollars being a professional goof, so I take that story with a grain of salt. However, I guess we won't really know for sure unless you stay in room 217 or one of the other haunted rooms and report back to us. As always, thanks for watching.